Welcome to Perfume Passion. Today, I'd like to share with you a mistake that I've made previously when it comes to purchasing perfumes. And I don't want you to make the same mistake. This might be a good idea for some people and a bad idea for others, but these are my thoughts, and it has to do with discovery sets. There are several kinds of discovery sets. Some have you'll get a whole bunch for that are 1 or 2 milliliters. That's one kind of way of, working your way through a perfume house and getting an idea of their style, or like DNA, as many people call it. But I recently, or just this last year, I bought 2 discovery sets with quite large, like travel size bottles. One is from Memo Paris that are 10 times 10. Travel size bottles, and this is a lot of perfume. It's like 100 mils altogether, and even though the price per milliliter is quite low, I mean, it's a good deal in terms of that, but you end up, or at least me, you end up with some fragrances that you don't really want. And I kind of thought there were 5 leathery fragrances in this collection and 5 more feminine leaning ones that I was really mostly interested in. And I just thought I'd sell the others because when you buy them individually, they're like double the price. But I found it wasn't that easy to get rid of them. And I've kind of gotten stuck with a few. So don't do that again, but I love the house. And now in the spring, I think I've spoken about this one before. I'm definitely going to go back to wearing this one a lot. Granada by Memo. And this is just beautiful, like honey, citrusy, floral. I mean, it's very floral for sure, very feminine. It's very good for summer nights. Really recommend this, but I would think twice before getting like the huge discovery set. And I did the same with Maison, Christian Dior, Maison Dior, their more exclusive line. I had the funny thing is I got these 8 different fragrances. They were 7.5 mils each. All I have now is this one little bottle that wasn't even in the set from the beginning. Okay, so they give you, I'll just give examples of like Oud Ispahan, too masculine, I sold it straight away. Balade Sauvage, a great fragrance, but it reminds me too much of this one that I'm also looking forward to wearing in the spring, Figues and Agrumes from Maison Lancôme. I'm showing you the wrong, this side's quite beautiful actually. This one is a really wonderful, creamy, figgy scent. And Balade Sauvage, I'm kind of reading from the back here, the 8 fragrances, is very nice, but it's very light. The longevity isn't great. And that's something that I find in this whole line, actually, of Christian Dior. This might be for the little bit more sensitive people out there. Not for Cashmiere. I ended up giving away to my sister-in-law. She loves it. She also got, Rose Gipsy. These are too light for me, like very light roses. There were Sakura, and I already have Springtime in the Park by Maison Margiela Replica, and they're very similar. So I ended up giving that, I think, to my cleaning lady. Amber Nuit was a little bit too masculine leaning, so I gave that away to someone who'd given me, was helping me with a lot of things. So I gave it to this guy. Bois d'Argent is very similar to other things that I have with a little iris. That ended up, I think, with my father-in-law. I really love that fragrance, but I have others, so it just kind of was standing there collecting dust. And Gris Dior I gave away to somebody. I had the full bottle, so now I no longer have the full bottle because I gave that away too. I just kind of like my perfumes circulating. I mean, it's a nice line, the exclusive line from Dior, but I find that their fragrances are quite watery. They don't last that long, but this is the one I still have, and I have a full bottle of that as well. It is a great floral. I mean, it has like tuberose, gardenia, jasmine, but I find that it has an iris note that's not listed there as well, because I love this fragrance. This is the best one. It has a little bit of a medicinal note, like something that reminds me a little bit of something that would come from your medicine cabinet. I'm not quite sure what that is and why I love it so much, but I do. It's called New Look 1947. And it's not old-fashioned, I don't think, even though it's called 1940. No, I love this one. This is a great one. Anyway, what else am I going to be wearing soon? Now, when the weather is warmer, this one, Beach Walk from Maison Margiela Replica. I went through a whole decant last summer. Absolutely loved it. This is a tropical vacation kind of scent. It has some coconut. It has, it doesn't smell like sunscreen. It's just, but there's like a little hint of that. It doesn't last that long, but you can just kind of spray it. I'm really excited about wearing that. And then what I think might be my next purchase is this one, Fleur D'Oranger 27 from Labo. They come in these little laboratory-looking bottles. I already have this one, Lise 41. This one, Fleur D'Oranger, I've tried it at the counter, like in store, several times. And now I have this little tiny sample. It's like 0.75 mils. And I can try it right now. It's a little bit too little, I think, because I like to give, if I'm splurging that much. I've had my nose on this for like 9 months, but I wasn't ready to splurge in the middle of the winter, because if you're living in this country, this is not what you typically want to wear, at least not me. But this is a stunner, I think. It has only bright notes. It has petitgrain, which is like twigs and leaves kind of all broken up with that green fragrance coming through. It has citruses and orange flower. I think that's about it. Maybe there's something else that I forgot to mention, but it's like only bright. So now I haven't really given the longevity a try, so I don't know much about the performance, but I'm just going to kind of pour this on and see. It is beautiful. And sometimes with this kind of like nerolies and orange flower, citrus fragrances, sometimes I get a vibe of like they smell like something you'd clean the house with, or that you can, if you're on vacation, you get back to the hotel, you get that vibe of like cleaning detergent, whatever. This doesn't have that. This is just beautiful summer fragrance. So I really recommend you check it out. 27 there, Fleur D'Oranger 27 it's called, from Labo. And the 27 refers to the number of ingredients. I don't know why that really matters, but yeah. Okay, so that was all for today.